For the first few minutes, I am going to talk about the importance of light, how is that it has affected our daily lives, and then I will talk about the evolution of the different models of light. I will try to answer the question as to what light is. The photograph on the left is that of a setting sun, and the photograph on the right is a light beam getting guided through an optical fiber, and that is my name, and I used to be at IIT Delhi, and that is my email address. The study of light has fascinated mankind ever since he could see. Here we see a sadhu worshipping the light from the sun. In fact, in 2015 was proclaimed as the International Year of Light. On 20th December 2013, the United Nations General Assembly proclaimed 2015 as the International Year of Light and Light-Based Technologies, and it was abbreviated as IYL 2015. And throughout the world, there were numerous events that were organized, and including many events in India. In proclaiming this, the United Nations has recognized that light plays a vital role in our daily lives, that light plays an extremely important role in our daily lives. It has revolutionized medical diagnosis and treatment, from eye surgery to the removal of a tumor. It has revolutionized international communications via fiber optics, and it has created extremely important devices for the industry and also defense. Why has this study of light become so very important? In the past, people have been wanting to know what light really is, but the study of light has, during the last 50 years, assumed tremendous importance, because of which all major universities in the world have a separate program in the general area of optics and photonics. Why has this happened? And that the answer is that Theodore Myman, who was an American scientist, he fabricated the first laser in May 1960. On the left is a photograph of Theodore Myman, and on the right is the laser that he fabricated. And as you can see, the light coming out from this laser is very directional, and it has only very small spread of wavelength. It is said to be almost monochromatic. What is the main difference between the light that comes out of a bulb and the light that comes out of the laser? The photograph on the left is the light from an ordinary light bulb, which spreads out in all directions. On the other hand, the photograph on the right, which shows a laser beam launched from a telescope, is very directional. In this particular case, it crossed the sky and created an artificial star at a height of 90 kilometers in the high Earth's mesosphere. One can see that the spreading of the light beam is extremely small. This is one of the very important characteristics of a laser light, and because it is directional, it can be focused by an ordinary lens into a very small area. In this diagram, we have shown a very directional light beam to fall on an ordinary lens, and it gets focused to a tiny region whose diameter is about 2 lambda f by a. So, where lambda is the wavelength of the light, f is the focal length of the lens, and a 2a represents the diameter of the incident beam. Thus, if a collimated plane wave of diameter 2a of the type that is incident from a laser, if that beam is incident on a lens of focal length f, then the wave emerging from the lens will get focused to a spot of radius about lambda f by a, which would be of the order of 1 micron. 1 micron is 1 micrometer, that is 1 millionth of a meter. And just for comparison, I thought I will tell you that the diameter of the human hair is about 100 microns. Now, what do you mean by the